Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. But today, we explore the path of the Zen monk. You abandon your highest goals the exact second your internal chemical tides shift. A sudden wave of anxiety hits your chest, a natural drop in dopamine occurs, or a difficult conversation unbalances your fragile ego, and you immediately retreat. You run straight into the numbing arms of instant gratification, burying your face in heavy comfort food, hiding inside video games, or chasing cheap digital substances. You call this listening to your body, protecting your peace, or simply managing your mental health. This is a catastrophic, cowardly lie. You are the emotional drifter, a spineless modern slave to your own volatile neurochemistry, living a life of permanent spiritual vacancy. The grand philosophical paradox of your existence is absolute. By constantly running away from short-term emotional discomfort, you are actively manufacturing a lifetime of unyielding psychological torment. You believe you're keeping your mind safe, but you're actually allowing your passing moods to execute your entire future. The unresolved mystery of your complete decay lies not in your current lack of willpower, but in the single ancient moral anchor that transforms a fragile human into an immovable force, an anchor whose terrifying face you will be forced to look upon at the very end of this path. In the relentless, blood-soaked landscape of feudal Japan, a warrior ruled by his shifting moods was nothing more than an early grave. The elite monk warriors knew a severe truth. Your feelings are an unreliable, treacherous internal enemy. Left unmanaged, your primitive brain will always default to soft cowardice and immediate surrender. The ancient standard demanded that action remain completely detached from emotion. The modern person, however, treats every passing chemical mood like an absolute divine command. You require the perfect room temperature, the perfect flash of inspiration, and a flawless alignment of your internal mental state before you take a single real-world action. You have weaponized your own emotional fragility to defend your total lack of pure discipline. Consider Uesugi Kenshin, the legendary dragon of Ichigo and a vow-bound Zen practitioner. He did not rule his warlike domain based on shifting emotional impulses or mental comfort. He anchored his entire destiny to a singular, unyielding devotion to Bishamonten, the Buddhist god of war and absolute righteousness. Picture Kenshin inside the freezing, stark meditation chambers of Kasugayama Castle. Feel the biting, sub-zero alpine wind howling through the rough wooden screens. Smell the bitter, heavy scent of burning sandalwood incense, wet black ink, and cold iron armor plates. He sat in absolute, agonizing stillness for days, his jaw locked with medical precision, staring directly into the terrifying void of his own mind. He did not wait for motivation to strike. He systematically starved his ego until his consciousness became as still and sharp as a polished jade blade. When he rode out to face his eternal rival at the foggy plains of Kawanakajima, the air was thick with the visceral stench of gunpowder, horse sweat, and wet iron blood. Surrounded by absolute martial chaos, Kenshin did not consult his fear. He did not let the blinding panic of the slaughterhouse unbalance his focus. He moved through the white mist with absolute serene emotional detachment, turning his internal silence into an unstoppable tactical weapon. Your systematic failure is born from a complete lack of a permanent moral foundation. You treat your goals like a casual hobby that you only look at when your chemical state is favorable. The second task requires real psychological friction. You capitulate to your feelings. You allow your primitive amygdala to dictate your path, turning your life into a chaotic, directionless drift. To shatter this cycle of immaturity, you must enforce the monk's absolute rule over the flesh. Separate your execution from your neurochemistry. An obligation does not care about your passing mood. Master the internal cold. Stop. Look down at your hands. Do not look away or shift your focus. Exactly 50% of this transmission is complete, and your highly undisciplined mind is already frantically clawing for an escape route, itching to find a comfortable distraction to numb the sting of this mirror. You are uncomfortable because these cold words are stripping away the academic, victimized alibis you use to justify your laziness. You despise this quiet stillness because it exposes your total lack of internal control. Sit perfectly upright. Breathe through the friction. If you abandon this realization right now, you publicly sign the death warrant for your own potential. Confront the rot. The ultimate unforgivable price of emotional drifting is the complete erasure of your destiny. A man without a permanent moral anchor is not a sovereign individual. He is just a dead leaf, blown helplessly by the wind of changing circumstances. Uesugi Kenshin did not look at the battlefield and wait to feel inspired before he charged into the fog. He executed his duty because his vow was absolute. Throw away your pathetic excuses about your mood. Build an unyielding, silent fortress within your own consciousness. Draw your boundary line against your own chemical weakness and step out onto the path of absolute self-mastery. Anchor the soul. Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. Which one are you? Comment below.